Welcome to the TrainWreck Analyzer 2.0 Quick Training Guide. You start out, after you've watched this video, pressing the Start button over here. The Start button brings you immediately to the main application. And the only thing you need to have in order to work with this application is 5 company-specific data points. Data point number 1 in the upper left corner is average annual health insurance cost per employee per year. You enter the applicable number for your organization. I'm entering 8,500 here as an example. You click into the second field, forecasted health insurance increase percentage. If you have received a renewal quote for the next year, you can enter that, or you can enter an average from the last, let's say, 3 to 5 years, if you believe that this is the trend that will repeat itself in the future. Right now, we're looking at about 10 to 12% for mid-sized companies on an annual basis and 8 to 10% for large organizations. So, depending on your company size, let's enter 10% here. Number of insured employees. Just enter how many employees you currently have. Let's take, for this example, 450. Field number 4, annual sales revenue. Let's say a company with 450 employees has 100 million in revenue. And the last number that you need to enter is the average profit margin in percent. So let's say your company has a profit margin across all product lines or services of 11%. So once you have done that, you click underneath the last field, and over to the right, you can see right here in this field the 2 graphs. The red one is representing healthcare cost. The green one is representing your annual net profit. So as you can see, the red one is going up from about 4 million to 10 million over this 10-year period, whereby the green one, the annual net profit, is going down from about, let's say, slightly above 7 million to close to 1 million. So what does that mean in this particular case, which is only fictitious, but in this particular case, healthcare cost as the only variable in this scenario is driving the profit margin down by a very significant amount and even challenges this organization to stay profitable. Now, there are certainly means for you to control healthcare costs. They're actually very effective means. And this field down here, baseline assumption, is a drop-down menu where you can pick between the baseline assumption, which is what you see right now, 2.5%, 5%, 7.5%, or 10% cost reduction listed here as savings per year. So let's assume you follow a strategic healthcare cost management plan that allows you to avoid 5% of increases per year. So if you normally would get a 10% increase, as we have listed over here, you might end up only with a 5% increase. So let's click on the 5% savings, and you can see immediately how the graphs above are changing. That's the impact 5% avoidance in healthcare cost have on your profit margin and your healthcare cost. If you would like to find out how to reduce healthcare costs by 5, 7.5, or even 10% per year, I recommend you click on the red button here to the right, because there you will be directed to my webpage where you can find information on how to make this happen. But back to the TrainWreck Analyzer, on the bottom here we have 3 more pieces of information that you might want to take a look at. The first line represents annual healthcare cost in millions. So you can see how your healthcare costs change from 2010 all the way to 2020. In the second line, annual net profit in $1 million, you can see how the profit is changing over this 10-year period. The third line shows the profit in percentage, a reduction in profit in percentage. This can be a very powerful tool in communicating to your CEO and CFO to make them understand how strategic healthcare cost management can impact your business and your bottom line. If you have any questions on how to use this tool, any suggestions on how to improve the tool, please contact me through my webpage at 8020wellness.com.